Welcome back. It's your boy Fresh.
And I'm Mary, and we are a Co-ople of nerds, and today we are going to be showing you some of our most recent pickups.
And so this is the September pickups. We separated them by months. We weren't doing too many of them. And then the piles get bigger. So.
But before we begin, don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, or follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Alright, so to start, we got 4 Blu-rays here. We got Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. So this is an animated movie. It's supposed to be pretty blood and gory, so
Well,
cool.
The game is.
Yeah. We got Dr. Sleep, which is the sequel to The Shining.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite horror movies. It Chapter 2. I don't know why we didn't have this one before.
Because we watched it.
Yeah, we watched it. I have the original 2-disc TV special on DVD. I don't know why we didn't get Chapter 2. We really liked Chapter 1.
Yeah. It was scary.
I don't know.
I hate clowns.
Yeah. And then Linda, a.k.a. the Gamer Girl, was literally just talking about this a couple of days ago, and I thought, well, that looks just like good classic fun. So based on her recommendation, I decided to pick that up. And of course, Amazon delivers everything super fast.
It's just Kroll.
Kroll.
Kroll, the warrior king.
Alright, up next we got some, I guess it's kind of all mixed up. There's a board game called Timeline. Now this one isn't very new, so I doubt we'll do a review on it. But we picked this up on our honeymoon. We went by a little game store. It didn't get the full treatment that 8-Bit Hall of Fame did. That was a forgettable game store. But
was that Tifton, Georgia? Or was that in Nashville? Or was that in Cookeville? That was in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Cookeville, Tennessee, and there's I guess a well-known ice cream shop there, and it's like just a few doors down from that ice cream shop. This game shop is.
It's really small. I mean, it looked like it was an old office or something. It was pretty small. But we saw this. Basically, all you do is you draw random events throughout American history and try to create a timeline. I learned I suck at history.
How many? I beat you 3, and then you beat me twice?
I think so.
Okay.
This one we picked up Antidote. So one of our local game stores here in Indy, Saltier Games, has a used games section. So basically they kind of sell it on, what do they call that?
They have a garage sale.
Consignment?
Consignment, yeah.
Yeah, so they sell it on consignment, and you get 80% store credit for whatever they sold the game for. So you can pick up some new games a little bit cheaper and second hand, which is nice for a game store.
And I like that. That one looked really interesting because it's a cooperative game. It can go as few as 2 players, which is great for me and him, and go up to as many as 7, which is great for if we ever do have a game night with our friends. There's 6 of us usually.
Yep. Speaking of game nights with friends, we got Sushi Go Party. So we played Sushi Go and we loved it, but I think it's 2 to 5. And so we thought, because our main party group is 6, we're like, well, we saw that they had this version, so we'll sell our 2 to 5 player version and keep this one.
Yeah.
But it's really fun, drafting game, super light, anyone can play it. Up next, so I backed Frosthaven Kickstarter, the biggest board game Kickstarter in the history of Kickstarter. And some of the extras they sent, this is removable stickers for an expansion to the biggest game on my shelf, our Gloomhaven Forgotten Circles. So if Gloomhaven was not big enough, here you go.
There's an expansion.
Proving once again, any successful game will get an expansion in some form. Then Miss Mary wanted a 3DS.
And I specifically wanted the Galaxy one, the Galaxy style. I mean, it was in the box, but it wasn't. It was still used at the local disc replay, but I could still get an extended warranty on it, and they had that specific one that I wanted. So I'm really excited because I've been looking around for a Nintendo DS.
Right. And then, so these are kind of...
Well, I got one game with it, too.
Yeah, here we go. I'll grab that.
We just bought one game because we wanted to kind of, I guess, shop around for games. But I really wanted it, of course, if I was going to play a game, it's got to be Mario. So Super Mario Brothers 2.
New Super Mario Brothers 2.
Super Mario Brothers 2, yes.
There's already a Super Mario Brothers 2. It wasn't complete. The booklet was missing. I don't think this is original art either.
No, I think they print those off.
Yeah, so I think if they're missing, which is fine. I mean, it still looks fine on the shelf, and you can get where they're going at with the game. Yeah, she's a big Mario nut, so she wanted her first game on her new console to be Mario.
Yes.
All right, so some of these are kind of all over the place in terms of where I got them or when I got them. This says Final Fantasy Legend 2. So I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy, and once I got the Retron, I wanted to get a Final Fantasy game I never got to play before because it was on Game Boy. So I'm really excited to try that one out.
Where'd we get that one?
We got that one at Disc Replay.
Okay.
So another... Was this one Making Diligent? Or is this Sylvester? Or Tifton?
Tifton. I think this one was Tifton.
So there was it's not Disc Replay, but it reminded me a lot of Disc Replay.
It was not The Exchange, it was...
Game Exchange.
Game Exchange, yeah. Because we have a place called The Exchange by us, and this place was called Game Exchange. And
they've got video games, movies, board games. It's pretty much like...
looked and even smelled exactly like Disc Replay to me.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically their version of Disc Replay. Maybe it's a Southern thing, maybe they split. But one of my all-time favorite games, Mutant League Football. I played the bejesus out of this as a kid. I sold it when I got my PlayStation. Now I got it back.
Yeah.
So, you can see all the blood and guts. It's great. So this, GameStop had a sale. I think it was... See, I thought it was buy 2 new. But maybe I was wrong.
Get the third free? Or third 50% off?
It had to have been 1 because I don't have another new game down there.
Huh.
So, yeah, so I think it was either buy 1 or buy 2. Maybe the Devil May Cry. Maybe that was the other new one I got. I don't know. This was like early in the month, by the way.
We've slept on the beach, or close to the beach since then.
Right. So basically, the idea was you buy a new game full price, get 50% off a used. It was either buy 1 or buy 2. So the 50% off I used for Super Metroid,
Yes.
which is a game that Mary's very excited about.
Yes.
And the new game I bought was for a good friend of ours. We'll call him J-Man. He is obsessed with like real estate flipping TV shows. And is he 11?
He's 11.
Okay, he's 11.
Yeah.
Whatever reason,
He just turned 11 in
just
June.
obsessed with them. He's coming over to our house in 2 weeks, so we're gonna play the heck out of House Flipper.
Yes. And, you know, it really surprised me because he's always complaining about my house projects, but when he was playing this game, he was really into it. Like, that wallpaper just doesn't go there. Oh, so now you feel me.
Yeah. So, J-Man, we got some fun coming up, buddy. Oops. Let's put the pretty signal. Picked up a couple Switch games. Streets of Rage 4. So that's the Sega game. We got that one at Disc Replay as well. It does not have the key ring, but it does have the art booklet. I love that series on Sega Genesis, so I was excited to see it was back. And then Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
We pre-ordered that one.
Yes, we got Super Mario 64, Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy. Only one I haven't played is Sunshine. I've played the other two.
But our oldest really wanted that game.
Yep. Alright, then. Do we buy this separately?
Yeah.
Oh, was the second game the bottom game?
Maybe.
Maybe it was. So another just random pickup. New Super Mario Brothers Wii. So we got Super Mario Brothers 2, or new Super Mario Brothers 2 for DS. And we got the original for Wii. It's complete, and this manual is beefy. Look at that thing. That's crazy. I didn't realize how heavy this was.
I can't remember where I picked that one up.
I believe it was Disc Replay again.
Okay.
Then, so Video Games Monthly will have these contests ever so often where they say, hey, like this post and share it, and you'll be entered to win this game. And a lot of times I'll do that if I don't have the game already. If I have the game already, I'll let someone else win. But I always do it, and I always lose. And
for the first time you won.
For the first time I won, it's a game that Mary is super excited to play. Playboy the Mansion. So, of all the games to win, of course I win the Perverted one. But I kind of watched a little video online. I guess it's like The Sims, but Playboy.
Why not? I like The Sims.
Yeah. You can play as Hugh Hefner. GameStop got me again. All these 50% off, all used.
It's a good stack.
Got 2 big stacks. Here we go. Tales of Grace's F. Bonds of friendship are eternal. Super excited to get cracking on this Tales series. Dragon's Crown. Journey. Or no, this is a 3-pack. So it also has Flow and Flower.
Huh.
So I was watching Metal Jesus, and he was talking about Journey. I guess there is no enemies, no crazy jumps. It's just like a walking RPG.
We walk around and check things out?
Yeah.
Like touring. Kind of like traveling.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
So it sounded interesting. Like that's not normally normally I'm, swinging a giant broadsword and shooting a machine gun or something, and
Now you're just gonna.
yeah, you walk along the sand and view the landscape.
Sounds beautiful. You get to travel the world without actually having to leave.
There you go. I really. That's something that grinds my gears. I want to know who's buying all these old GameStop games, throwing away the case, and just selling them back to disc. And every time I'm on the website, if it just has a picture of the CD, I won't get it. It'll have a picture of the box. I'm like, oh, okay, so they got the full thing. I order it.
You don't get the box.
And it's just a total crapshoot, man. Just, you never know what you're going to get. So, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, no box art, lame. Oh, some of these might have been just replay. Dead Space 2. Heavy Rain. I say that one.
Tales of Zestiria.
Tales of what Mary just said. I say that one.
Tales of Zillia, looks like.
Ditto. I say that one.
Disgaea?
Disgaea D2, A Brighter Dark.
Oh man, I don't know. I probably said that one wrong.
Disgaea. Probably was like the S is silent, so it's like the Gaia.
Maybe.
I don't know. Earth Defense Force 2017. Flashback to the past to 2017.
Yeah, I do remember the rain one you got at Disc Replay. The Heavy Rain, because we were talking about it, and I was telling you about that movie called Hard Rain with Christian Slater. I think it's called Hard Rain. Where they're in New Orleans, and I think he's the cop, and they're trying to rob a bank. There's some people trying to rob a bank and take advantage of the storm, the fact that it's raining. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I remember from that movie is it rained so hard that the coffins came up from the ground and were floating around.
Did dead people come out?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Return of the Living Dead, where they burn that body, they burn that zombie, and his smoke goes into the clouds, it rains, and it brings up more zombies.
I don't remember that.
You've seen it.
I know. I probably fell asleep.
I think you liked it. I think you watched it. Metal Gear Rising. It's not the Metal Gear you're thinking of. Lollipop Chainsaw.
That's interesting. Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yeah, so I think it's zombies, and you are
a kid?
No, not attractive at all, female. Like typical video games. They just put all the ugliest women in video games. And you enjoy lollipops and killing the zombies with a chainsaw.
So she's scantily clothed with giant boobs.
Giant? That might be a bit of an exaggeration.
No.
I heard it's got good controls. Bayonetta. Hey, it's not my fault. I didn't design her outfit, okay? I just want to play the game.
No, it's just pervs like you that would design it.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Okay, now this one's a perfect game.
Yeah.
Catherine. So this is a puzzle game.
It looks really interesting though.
Where you're a guy and you cheat on one Catherine with a second Catherine. Catherine with a C and Catherine with a K. And now you have to either make amends with the old girlfriend or move on with the new girlfriend. You might be able to try to balance them both. But like you'll have these dreams in which you have to solve puzzles in order to help make you realize which decision is the correct decision.
What's the correct decision?
Yeah. So I thought that was... I mean, you know, again, I'm trying to expand my video game horizons. I'm always just killing people. So let's try something else. Speaking of killing people, Earth Defense Force 2025.
How did it jump ahead? Because the other one was
It's a
2017.
sequel. Every 8 years, an alien invasion. It's like the presidential.
Well, 2017 sounds like it was probably made in 2017. 2025, I mean, it's not 2025 yet.
It's the far distant future of 20... I mean, the way this year is going, 2025 feels like 10,000 years away. So. And beautiful Katamari.
Yeah.
That's the ball game where you start off with like a little glue ball and you kind of just pick things up as you roll.
Okay.
I thought Max would like that. And then we got this for before the wedding. We were each losing a couple pounds just to look pretty for the pictures. And then it rained all through our wedding, so who knows how good the pictures will be. But I'm dumb. I moved the Switch to the basement, which is where all my games are. I'm 6'3", the ceiling's 7 foot tall. Mm-hmm. So this is just not going to work. Ring Fit Adventure.
We can still play it. It's just...
We have to move it back upstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm fat and I'm lazy. So to pick that back up, unplug all those cords, dig them all out.
The Switch does have a lot of cords. Or not the Wii. Oh, no, it's the Switch.
The Switch.
The Switch.
Yeah, well, it's just, I mean, that TV has 5 systems hooked up to it.
Only 5. I guess I thought it was more.
The other one's got more. CRTV has more. All right, that's it. What are you most excited for?
Me?
Yeah, I'm just putting it all in one big pot.
The Nintendo 3DS.
What the heck?
Obviously, that's what I'm most excited for. Been looking for one of those for a long time.
Yeah. For me, it's the Playboy game. All right, that'll do it for this video. See you next time. Bye-bye. You're lucky I didn't get that burp on camera.
Girls don't burp.
No, they don't too. These pickup videos show exactly how nimble I am.
Why?
It's like a duck around me.
Oh,
Stack. Yeah.
Especially when we had like that big box of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I remember you really hit your knee hard.
No, because I'm nimble. I edited it out with a video. You ready?
Mm-hmm.